Hello my friends, welcome to week 17 of the 52 to a New You video series that I've created for my YouTube channel. If you like this series and want it in a PDF version that you can print off yourself and keep, you can follow the link in the description to my page where you can buy that PDF for $5. Just go over there and grab that. Again, print it. There's 8 recipes in there. There's a spice list, like special things to have on hand. If you watched the video from a couple weeks ago, you can print that, keep it on your fridge, keep it in your spice cupboard, or whatever you need to do. If you want that, that's available to you in the description below. Just click on the link and it'll take you over there. So for week 17, I hope you guys did okay with releasing the grains. I know that's a big one, but I hope that you're doing okay. And there's no more bread, no more grains. This week we are releasing beans, but I want to say we're not actually releasing them completely. We are only releasing cooked and canned beans, so no more of that. You're not going to be cooking any more of your beans and you're not going to be consuming them out of cans. If you do happen to have some left, you can eat those up, make sure, get through that, or you can just give them away. That's up to you. If you want to take a little extra on this step, you're more than welcome to. Like I've said in many other videos before, you can take this at your own pace. If it takes you 3 weeks to get through this step or the grain step, it's up to you. It's your journey. You can do what you want. But this week we are going to give up beans, cooked beans and canned beans, and you're going to learn how to sprout. You're going to learn how to sprout your beans. So I want you to grab, the best ones to sprout are actually lentils and peas. So chickpeas, regular peas, lentils, red lentils, French lentils, whatever kind of lentils, you can grab those. And you can also grab seeds too, like alfalfa, mustard. Mustard seed sprouts are so good. They're nice and spicy. They kind of taste like wasabi a little bit. They add a little bit of a bite to your salad, which are awesome. So you can grab those. And we're going to learn how to sprout. So you're going to need a sprouting jar. If you haven't gotten it from the Kitchen Essentials video, you can go and grab a sprouting jar now, or you can just use a mason jar with cheesecloth on the top and use an elastic band to hold the cheesecloth. The sprouting jars are nice because they have like a little, kind of like a stand, so you can stand them on their side so they're on an angle. Once they're on an angle, they have a mesh lid that will drip the water out of the beans, because you don't want them sitting in water after the initial soak, because they're more likely to go bad, and you don't want that to happen. You don't want bad sprouts because they're not that great on the tummy. So you want to make sure that you keep those as away from as much water as possible so that doesn't happen. Sprouting jars are awesome, but again, you can use a mason jar with a cheesecloth and an elastic band on top. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab whatever, say red lentils. I don't want you guys sprouting red kidney beans. Red kidney beans are off the list, so don't ever buy them. Just leave them alone. They are not good as sprouts. They're high in something that can cause upset, so don't bother sprouting those. Stick to lentils and peas and seeds. That will be best. So grab your lentils or whatever. You're gonna fill your mason jar with just a little bit of water. Use about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup of beans. Depends on how much you want. Start with 1/4 cup and work up from there. It depends on how fast you use them, how much you eat them. You'll use your 1/4 cup of lentils and fill it with water, pure water, and let that soak overnight or for 8 hours. I like to do it overnight so that during the next day I can be rinsing my beans as often as I can. So once they've soaked overnight, or for 8 to 12 hours typically, you're going to rinse them really, really well, get any starches off or any other extra things. Once you add the water to the beans, it releases the enzyme inhibitors that to store them. Like, you can have beans for years and years and years, but as soon as water touches the beans, life happens. They sprout, they become alive, and water is life. So we want to be consuming as much living foods as we can that are really high in water content. So the water will activate those and they will begin the sprouting process. Once they've been soaked for about 8 to 12 hours, you're going to want to start rinsing them. And then tip them upside down or tilt them on their side so they're 45-degree angles so the water can drip onto a plate or something, so they're not sitting in the water for long periods of time. After about 4 to 6 hours, you're going to want to rinse them again, and then 4 hours, rinse them again, and just keep rinsing them throughout the day until you start to get little sprouts. It depends on the bean or lentil or whatever, but it takes about 12 to 48 hours for you to have sprouts. Once the tail is noticeable, they technically are ready to eat, but I like to wait for the tail to be the size of the bean or double the length of the bean. So you can do that, and then once they have those tails, you're ready to go. Rinse them one more time, dry them out a little bit on some paper towel or towel of some kind so that they're not sitting in the water again, which speeds up the mold process. So dry them out a little bit, transfer them to a different container and into the fridge, and there you go. You have sprouts. You can add them to your salads, you can add them to chili. If you like chili, you'll want to check out the video that I'm posting in the link below as well. In the description, there's a link to the video where I made raw chili and I used bean sprouts again. I think I mentioned that already, but I don't know if I did. But anyways, there's that chili recipe that you can make as well, which includes beans. But again, add them to your salad, munch on them. They're crunchy. They have a great high content of nutrition and proteins and anything else that is good and living. So we're going to do that. I want you to try sprouting this week and release all cooked and canned beans. So hope you guys like this video. Click like if you like and subscribe to my channel to get more notifications for new videos that I post. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and YouFood, all at Raw Food Romance. So until next week, guys, hope you're having a great time with this series. Fruit on.